Okay, well I know the OX bracket is not actually helping my record very much, but I'm still glad I did this little deck experiment. It was getting boring playing the same Jund Boros reanimator kind of strategies. I wanted to try something new. Just so I've no regrets in that way, and I think the games were pretty interesting. And in no way did I play perfectly. Like in the green white matchup, I should have definitely boarded in the Severs to get rid of his Wolfir Silverhearts and Angels, but as is, I just didn't have anything for them, and ended up dying that way. So that was very stupid. I didn't draw master components like nearly often enough to assess it, but it seems like it doesn't do enough. So the first change I would make to the deck is probably cutting this for a main deck Sever. If I need card quality, I'll just try to like lighthouse it up, or the Forbidden Alchemies and Rolling Chest Ravings will be enough. Uh, I actually like the Witchbane Orbs in the main deck, just because Boros and Jund are so popular, and if they can't kill you with creatures due to a Curse of Death's holdout, they have to kill you with their burn spells with Witchbane Orb. I thought about including a third Drown Yard over the Lighthouse, but the Lighthouse really shone in that like it gets through a couple cards and it's pretty good. Where sometimes you don't need the extra mill from a Drown Yard. I mean, you can play a Drown Yard deck, just a like a green, blue, black deck with Garrix and Drown Yards. I played it some in the just one set Innistrad Block Construct, and it was pretty fun. But that was a lot more stale, or a lot more not stale, but a lot faster, a lot slower paced. There are more control decks in the format back then. Dissipates I never brought in against anything, but I don't know if that's just because I never played against Reanimator or what. So I might need to look at like this sideboard slot. The Lilianas I brought in against what was it, Jund I think, which was fine but not spectacular. Might be better as a Tribute Hunger, or even just another Bonfire in the board. But actually I kind of want Tamiyo's because I played against that green white deck and I really wanted Tamiyo there, so I might put a Tamiyo on the board just because yeah, that card's fun. Any matchup where I think would get stale with board states where you have to wait until they play like a Silverheart that you have to deal with, you can Tamiyo tap it down or something like that. It might be good in the main deck too, but I don't know. I kind of like the main deck as is right now. It just be fiddling around with the sideboard. And my I can't remember the name of this opponent. I played a Manimal. The Boros guy I played last round. He actually asked about a rug control deck. He thought that could be like a thing. And I said I had tried that before. I actually had some moderate success early in the format with, or is it, a Burning Vengeance shell with Rug Vengeance. So I might actually try this next, just to give y'all a preview. But I'm open to anything. Like I have a bunch of decks built here. This is what it was last time. I think Blasphemous Act because I didn't have bonfires at the time, but now I have plenty of bonfires. Oh, and this was the sweet tech. Curse of Echoes for the Miracle deck. The Miracle deck was huge at the time. People rarely play it now because it loses to Boros, but the Miracle deck then was all over the place. And if you could Curse of Echoes them, it was hilarious to see them try to deal with it because they would think twice and you would get to draw a card. They would draw Temporal Mastery and you would get to take the first extra turn. Or no, you wouldn't, but you'd still get an extra turn. So sometimes they just wouldn't even cast it, and it would be hilarious because their win condition, their Entreat the Angels, you get exactly as many angels as they did. So they had to try to like tap things down with Tamiyo and Feeling of Dread in order to push through enough damage. But then they Feeling of Dread and you get to tap their guys too. So it was a very hilarious sideboard card that I liked a bunch. But I might play this deck next time. Who knows? I'll have to edit it a bunch because the format's changed quite a bit. I don't think I can play Think Twice anymore, for instance. But yeah, that was Grixis for this time. No regrets. Could have played a little better, but that's always the case. So I guess if y'all have any comments or suggestions for the next deck I play, or what I did this time wrong, or just if y'all liked this sort of style where I tried to build a deck or edited decks, since I'm not very good at coming up with brand fresh new ideas in this block format, I'd be glad to hear it. Just if y'all like this format. I lost more than I wanted to, so I didn't get to a full 4 round daily that I'd like. But I tried to make up for it by like a 2 manning and going more in depth on the deck. So if y'all like that, just let me know. I'll try to do it more. But for now, I'll see y'all next week, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this.